I'm starting this a little bit early because I would like to do a different embodiment practice before we start our external training. So still about 20 minutes until scheduled to start this live stream, but maybe you'll get lucky enough to catch it. So you can follow me if you'd like. I'm going to start by lighting an incense and saying a prayer here. Hello, welcome everyone. So I lit some incense. No, I guess this is a little too much space. Okay. How are you? How are you feeling? Happy Sunday. Okay, so we're just gonna start moving. Rolling the shoulders back. Side to side. The wrists. Hello. We're in the spot. Amitabha started a little bit earlier today as an extra bonus. So just moving my body, starting to warm up my joints, my ligaments, tendons, the elbows down. And I'll probably share a story with you also before the scheduled time arrives. But first we're going to move a little bit, and then actually we're going to meditate together. Stretching out my inner thighs, my shoulders. Rotating. comes out. It's almost the end of the year, so I'm starting to reflect on the changes that I made this year, everything I have done, everything I've achieved, and it's been a pretty crazy year for me. Pretty wild. Hope you have some water nearby. Hello, 6 people. How are you? Like I said, if you just joined, we're going to get to the training portion in another 15 minutes or so. That's the scheduled time. So this is just an insider exclusive. I just happened to be going live a little bit earlier because I wanted to share a kind of embodiment practice with you. So I lit some incense. I have some incense burning. I have some nice music, and start to move my body. I've been sick this week, so trying to warm my way into the movement instead of just starting intensely. I'd like to tell you the story of Bodhidharma, and I'm gonna sit down in my chair here. I do own a normal chair, although it's a little bit too relaxed. I wonder if I could change that. It doesn't appear so. Okay. So Bodhidharma, you should know, is the father of not only Chan Buddhism. He's known as the first patriarch of Chan Buddhism, but he's also known as the father of Shaolin Kung Fu. So he was an Indian monk. He was born into wealth and riches. His father was king of a province or kingdom in southern India. And he had a Buddhist teacher named Prajnatara. I'll try not to confuse you with all the names, but the most important thing to know is that he was after the Buddhist teachings. And he was supposed to become king, actually, if his father died. But he had no interest in that, actually. He was interested in the path of Siddhartha. It's very much like the path of Siddhartha. Siddhartha was a prince born into riches and wealth, but he wanted to find deeper meaning. And then he noticed the 4 signs. You can watch you can read the story of Siddhartha if you don't know it already. But this is about Bodhidharma. So, like Siddhartha, he chose to leave all of that behind, all the wealth and riches, and search for meaning. So his master told him that he had a duty, a responsibility to take the teaching from India to China, to spread this Buddhist teaching into China. And so he walked from India to China. Took 3 years. And he was headed towards this temple. At the time, it was Shaolin Shaolin Temple. But there was no martial arts there. It was just a Buddhist temple. And so they had caught news that he was going to arrive. So they prepared a big welcoming party for him. They were expecting this prince of India. But when he arrived, he was this smelly, dirty, homeless-looking man. And they all gathered around to see what he would say. They were expecting a sermon. But he saw how anxious everyone was to learn. And so instead of saying anything, he just walked away. He walked up the mountain, past the temple, into what's known as now Damo's cave, a cave on the top of some mountain. So he sat there for 9 years, facing the wall, in meditation. This is as the legend says. And they tried many attempts to get his attention or to move him. There's 2 that I remember off the top of my head. Sticking needles into him to see if he'd budge, but it didn't work. Tying a rope around him, trying to pull him out of his position with a horse. That didn't work. The rope broke. And he sat there this whole time. And they even say that his energy in his meditation was so powerful that his image was etched into the rock on the wall of the cave. And they actually have this quote-unquote etched shadow of Damo on display in the Shaolin Temple. I've never seen it. I don't know. Obviously, it's speculation about whether any of this is true, but he was a real person. And he was known as the founder of Shaolin. At the same time, during his travels throughout India and to China, he happened to gain a follower, Shengguan, who believed he was a good man. And he used to be a general. He had hurt many people and killed their lives, removed their lives. So he had a lot of karma, a lot of shame. And he followed Damo this whole time, asking for Damo to teach him, because he saw Damo at a sermon. And he wanted to learn from this master. He said, "Please teach me." But Damo never said a single word to him. He wasn't a man of many words. So Zhongguan followed him, ended up following him for 13 years total, and sat outside the cave the whole time that Damo was meditating. Then at one point, Damo was done with his meditation in the cave, and he went down the mountain and sat in his room in the Shaolin Temple, meditated for another 3 years. And it was winter at this time, and Shengguan finally lost his patience after 13 years. And he said, "That's it. When are you going to teach me?" And he threw a block of ice into Damo's room, and it hit him, and it woke him up. And Damo said, "I will teach you when red snow falls from the sky." Upon hearing this, something changed within Shengguan, who realized what he had to sacrifice in order to become Damo's disciple. Like I said, he had killed a lot of people with his sword arm. guess he was left-handed. So to remove the karma, remove this guilt and this shame, and show his sacrifice in order to learn, he cut off his arm and he waved it around in the air. And red snow fell from the sky as the blood froze and fell. It's a little gruesome, but this is the story. And so that's why we bow with only one hand, with our right hand only, to pay homage to the first disciple, Shi Hui Ke. So Damo, his figure is also very popular in Japan. It's known as Daruma in Japan. So if you ever see a doll like this is Dharma. So, but it's also Damo. It's the same name. It's just Chinese or Japanese. Just like Chan is the name for Zen Buddhism in Chinese. So that's what I refer to it as Chan Buddhism. But it's the same word. The same word in Japanese is Zen. So Chan, Zen is the same thing. Damo, Bodhidharma, Dharma, same person. So the father of Zen. You'll see this in like sushi restaurants, Japanese stores. And there's a ritual of when you actually are supposed to get a new one every new year and make a wish, and you draw in one pupil. And then when your wish comes true, you draw in the other pupil. I know mine has both pupils, but that's just my choice. Anyway, only 5 minutes. So let's do a quick, I hate to use that word when talking about meditation, but quick meditation. You can use meditation pillow. I have one there, but I'm just going to sit on the ground. If you can, sit cross-legged. Try to do that. So cross-legged, you don't have to do the full lotus. And keep your back straight. Keep your tongue pressed to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in and out your nose. And keep your left hand on the bottom, right hand on top with your thumbs pressed together. It's our meditation posture. So we're just going to do 4 minutes and just tune into your body and see what comes up. So we take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Okay. Welcome, everyone. It's now 11 o'clock. We did start early. Yes, I just shared the story. I shared the story of Dharma or Dhammo, Bodhidharma. 3 names for the same person. The founder of Shaolin. So start stretching now. I'm going to set up the TikTok live stream. Start stretching as we prepare for our conditioning class. Stretch out your splits, whatever you feel like you need. But I will do some with you also. Start stretching. Oh, hello, welcome. What's up, everyone on TikTok? Welcome. Oh, you all joined so quickly. Welcome. What up, losers? Just kidding. You're all winners in my eyes. Winners. 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 Hey, guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday. We're going to get started with our Kung Fu conditioning class. Also streaming on YouTube. So if you want to follow along more easily on a larger screen, then you're welcome to do so. Link is in my bio. Everybody should start to be stretching now. Okay? Everybody should be stretching. We're streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Okay? Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Can you give a girl some likes? Can you tap the screen for me? Thank you very much. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good morning, Vietnam. Stretch your hip flexors. Make sure you have some water nearby if you need it. Hate to break it to you, but if you want to learn Shaolin, you got to learn how to do the splits. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for whatever that is you sent. I understand if you have an injury and you can't possibly do that, but following the curriculum, so to speak, you need to have your split. And there's things you can do to help yourself get your split, other than the split. But hate to break it to you, I think you just got to do it. There's not really too many shortcuts, or like you can strengthen your hips, you can open your hips in other ways. But the way I learned is just do it. Just do the splits until you get better at it. I used to ask my shifu that question about other drills too. Like, how can I get better at the butterfly kick? What other things can I do to get better at the butterfly kick, or like something like that, an acrobatic? And he's like, there's nothing. You just gotta do it. You just gotta keep repeating it until you get better. I don't know how well I can do a butterfly kick in this room, but Thank you all on TikTok for all the gifts. Happy Sunday. Oh, wow. So many shares, so many gifts. Thank you all so much. Beautiful. I just got done sharing the story of Bodhidharma, the founder of Shaolin Kung Fu and Zen Buddhism, or Chan Buddhism. So we're starting our conditioning class here. Everybody should be warming up and stretching. Well, stretching, really. We're going to do a warm-up in a second when we start. So just stretch whatever you need to. Stretch both splits. Okay, today I want to engage more with my TikTok audience, so I'm going to show the drill the first time. This is how I usually ran the classes when I taught them in the temple. So I'd show the exercise the first time, and then the students would repeat it on their own without me, okay? So I'm going to show the exercise, and you're going to repeat it as I engage with my audience. And I mean, I hope I don't see you commenting on YouTube because, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be doing that on TikTok either, but TikTok is a lot different and people are scrolling through TikTok a lot more than they're scrolling through YouTube. So, wow. Thank you so much. Wow, so many roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Do I have box splits? I think you mean the middle split? Yes. Yeah, I do. We're going to get started pretty soon. I like that sound. Thank you for all the gifts. Yeah, took me a while to get to this point, but here. All right. Those are the splits. All right, so stand. And we're going to bow first before we start. Namo Abitafo. How you see small text from far away, it's amazing. Contacts. Yeah, we got to do better on YouTube, guys. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's stand and bow into the class. We always start and end the class with a bow. Thank you for sharing the live, my friend. 我的朋友，谢谢. Palms together. 3 times bow and say Amitofo. 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 Thumbs together. Left hand on the top. Rotate. Right hand in the center. Which day is today? Sunday. Happy Sunday. Amitofo. Happy training. Amitofo. And happy following. Amitofo. Okay, simple breath. Kushi. All right, let's warm up. Can do jump rope. I'm going to do, or jumping jacks. You get to choose. I'm going to do jump rope. So 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Imaginary jump rope. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just gotta believe. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 50 more. Keep going. This is disrespectful. What is disrespectful? In the heart of Krishna. Interesting. How is this disrespectful? You know nothing, Jon Snow. Is Shaolin worth it? It was to me. It totally has been. It changed my life. 大家好，欢迎，加油。Happy Sunday, happy training. Let's go. Okay, hopefully you finished by now. Next, we do our poo-poo stretch on the wall. Okay, 30 times. 走，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30。March. Switch sides. Ready. Go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30。March. Breathe. Next, tongue mug stretch. Right foot forward, toe up. Flex your shin. Try to bring your toe back. Eventually, ideally, the goal is to touch your nose to your toe while keeping your legs straight. I know that's pretty advanced, but do your best, right? You can hold your knee. Just keep this leg all the way straight and keep your toe flexed. Okay? See? Nose to toe. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30。March. Switch. Do the other side 30 times. Yes, you have to touch your nose to your toe. This is a Shaolin. Welcome, Gingerbread. Nice to see you again. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Happy Sunday. So tongue long stretch. Hopefully you're almost done by now. All right. And march. Okay, guys. What is next? Yes. We're going to do some abs. Right? Next is abs. So 30 times. Keep your shoulders off the ground. Swim kicks. Go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30. Okay. Relax. Breathing. Now, under overs. Ready, go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30. Good. Sit up. Breathe. Hello, if you're just joining me, I'm Hung Cho. I'm Shaolin disciple. We're doing a Shaolin conditioning class. Okay, next is 20 push-ups. So start doing them. 20 push-ups. Look side to side. Ear to the ground. Okay? Welcome, guys. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Can you double tap the screen for me? Help a sister out. Right, left, right, left, right. Okay. Balance on one hand. Okay. Make sure your wrist is flexed 90 degrees. 30 times. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30. Switch. Okay. 30 times. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30. Okay, 20 more push-ups. You can do them on the backs of your wrists if you'd like to challenge yourself. If not, just regular. Okay, 20 more. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Gadget. Let me follow you back. Wide elbows, how you mess up your joints. Well, we do Qigong in addition to this practice, so you don't hurt your joints. You actually are a lot better off when you do Qigong. Wow, thank you for 200 roses. That's so generous of you. Thank you. All right. Hey, Arif, welcome. Okay, hopefully you've done your 20 push-ups now. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do a 2-finger push-up, right, hopefully I don't slide on this floor. 2-finger push-up. This is a hard skill. Right, but you start on the wall. So a lot of people ask me how they can start to do this. So start 5 fingers on the wall, like tiger style. Here, push-ups. You can't exactly see it on YouTube, but the idea, right? And then you can take your pinky off, take your ring finger off, take your thumb off until you get to 2 fingers on each side, and then 1 finger. So this is how I learned how to do it. I couldn't do it at first, so I just incline, push up. Here. There's a lot of different ways to do push-ups. You could do wide, you could do tricep push-ups. I don't know what that guy was talking about. Probably he's asleep. So, okay. Next is we're going to start our drills. So let's do usually start with trampolines. I'm going to skip all that. Let's go into our blocking drills. So remember, why is this not seeing me? Hello? What's the hardest exercise? Meditation. So open rainbow, right? First we block in front. Here. Okay, slap the bottom of your foot. Bottom of your foot out. Push against the wall. Other side. Push. 3, 4. Okay, let me show you the front view. So 1, 3, 4. Okay, now repeat for yourself. Tour content, what is good for training wrists? For training your wrists, you can do a number of different things, right? You can hold some weight. A lot of times we used to hold rocks, just rocks. And just hold a rock that's like wrist palm size and do your rotations with your wrist. So that'll help. Okay, what is my shoe? This is a Fei Yue shoe. This is the version from China, right? These are like $8 on AliExpress. And I'm not sponsored. That's not a plug. I don't get any money for that. It's just like, there's a French version that you can find much more easily. There's a French version that's like $35. It's on Amazon. And that's pretty good too. But like, these are the Chinese ones. Because these ones have a green triangle on the bottom. The French one has the red circle, right? So these are like $8 on AliExpress, but you have to go to the Chinese Amazon. Okay, right. So now we're back. We did. Why is this not following me? Hold on. So now we're gonna go behind. I charged this thing last night. You gotta work. There we go. Hello. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Should be following me. There we go. All right. So now behind. So block your head in front, and we're gonna hit our foot behind. Right? Block. Block. slapping the bottom of your foot. Your palm should be getting red when you do this. This is not just coordination, balance, everything. It's also iron training for your palm, right? 1, 5, 7, 6. And in between, you gotta look forward, right? Forward. So, okay, repeat. Your shoe's dirty. That's life, man. Your shoe is dirty. Now your hand is dirty. You know how much training we do outside in the dirt, in the mud? You get so dirty. That's right. That's right, Jim Richards. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the puffs. Thank you, everyone. Training is like that. You gotta be a martial artist, right? You gotta be one with the elements. Next, we're gonna do back and front. So 1 time back, 1 time front. 1, 2, and look forward. 3, 4. Okay? Repeat. Thank you for the roses, Gadget. Thank you so much. How do you feel about Wing Chun? I'm actually learning Wing Chun right now. But this is a Northern Shaolin style. Wing Chun is Southern style. It's part of Southern style. And there's a very well accepted, there's kind of some debate about where Wing Chun originated, but one of the most widely accepted stories is that when the Shaolin Temple burned down, one of the 7 times that it burned down, there was a Shaolin nun by the name of Wei, who was the creator of Wing Chun, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so next, hopefully you're doing well. Make sure to take a breath. So inhale, exhale. Right, now we're going to do 1 time back, 1 time front, and now the opposite hand. See, look, balance. Opposite hand, forward. Okay, 1 time back, 1 time front, 1 time forward. Other side. And if your standing leg is wobbly, it's hard to balance, then we know we need to work on that. Okay, repeat. Legit. You're legit, Antares Nebula. You're legit. Welcome. What's up? 3 dashes. Hey. Thanks for liking the live, guys. If you're not following me already, follow me up there. 58 people on here. What's up? Got 17 people on YouTube. Keep training, guys. Jayo, let's go. Okay, next. Hopefully you've done that. Okay. So, it's kind of similar to that last movement. We're going to start with our fist here. Reach forward. Remember when we do this, your palm opens up. Let me get a little closer, actually, show this detail. So when we punch in this style, it always comes from here and then up and then turns over. Oh, you can't see me. Turns over at the last second. Okay. Right? This is just this style, okay? I'm not saying this is the way to punch everywhere in all circumstances, but this is Shaolin style, right? So same thing for this, but you just do it with an open palm. So open palm and hit your foot. I explained this in a last lesson about these steps. It's very particular, right? You gotta learn to step the right way. And I spent a lot of time trying to teach people how to do this. For some people, it's very difficult to try and coordinate this step, right? So forward, you just tip the tip of your toe. Keep your weight in back. And then you lift that front foot and step on it. So you're stepping on the same foot. And then here, see, I let it drop. My weight is back. And then I step on the same foot that's in front. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Repeat. Bro built like Andrew Tate. Bro is a girl, for one thing, and I'm definitely a lot more snatched than Andrew Tate. Am I Buddhist? Yeah. I mean, mostly. I would say I'm more of an omniist, but I think my views is probably most closely aligned with Buddhism, and Shaolin is Zen Buddhist practice. So anyway, so hopefully you've done that 2 times now. So we did here. And next we're going to do high leg exercise. Okay, so take a deep breath if you need. High leg exercise. So open rainbow. We first go straight legs. Straight. When I say straight, I mean right in front of you. Right? Directly in front of you. And keep your eyes forward. Try not to look down. Okay? Repeat. Can you show me your skills? Sure. In the mud of obstacles grows a lotus of wisdom. Yes. No, you can't grow the lotus without the muddy water. Which art thing? That art thing? This? That's interesting. I got this in Korea. It has my name in Korean. So, you have my name in Korean on your wall? What's going on? How is that possible? Okay, so we did straight legs. Next is diagonal, right? Next is diagonal. So diagonal. Keep looking forward, right? I'm not doing this. Straight. It's just your leg that's crossing. Okay? And this is more of a flexibility drill than it is about kicking. We're not kicking anybody right now. So, diagonal. Okay? Like I said in other lessons, we're all tilted over here. Like I said in the other lessons, use your voice, right? Your voice is important. It's part of your spirit. You see the Shaolin monks perform there, screaming and like becoming animalistic. So you have to bring your spirit out. Don't stay quiet. Next, we go crescent kick, right? External crescent kick. Okay, so there's an external. I know chances are I'm more flexible than you are, but that's okay. You can be here. Go to the point that you're comfortable at. Can you show playing with the sword? I can, maybe. I can show some. This is a Tai Chi sword, so it's not exactly that interesting to watch in terms of Kung Fu. Okay, so now, hopefully you repeated that. Okay. Give you a second. And we're going to do internal crescent kick now. Right? Internal. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. I charged it up last night. Sure, it's interesting. I'll show you my staff and sword skills. Awesome. I have a staff also right there. What's up, Maria? Welcome. Drizzle, welcome. How's it going, guys? My name's Hubcho. I am a Shaolin disciple. Used to be a monk. I used to be bald. I decided I wanted to have a somewhat normal life. And I always get a lot of comments when I say normal. Don't be normal. But you know what I mean. I mean like a civilian life. Love your videos. Thank you, Ironbound. What is the hardest stretch I've done? Yeah, the hardest stretch I've done is trying to put my feet next to my head, like full on like backwards curl craziness. Okay, thank you guys. Keep double tapping the live. We're already at 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. Share the live with somebody. If you're not following me already, follow me right there. I teach about Shaolin culture, history, movement, qigong, breathwork, all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna skip the last 9 and 10. We're gonna do all of it together, 1 through 8. So straight leg, diagonal, external crescent, internal crescent. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I ran out of space. Okay. You should be able to do this in one spot. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Remember the stepping. Stepping is the same as I showed you before. Foot comes down, then you step on the same foot. Step on the same foot. Same foot. Okay? You have no idea. I've spent hours with people trying to teach them how to do just that. It was very difficult for some people. Some people, it's very difficult to coordinate the body. Others, it's more easy. So it just depends. Okay. Next. I will show you, we're going to do our stances, okay? So start with horse stance. Low back is pretty sporty today, but supporting live stream anyway. Okay, hopefully you can do some of the drills easily, but take your, thank you for the SpongeBob and Patrick. Thank you so much for the cheeky wiggly. Thanks, Samuel, sorry. Thanks, Ironbound, for liking the live. Thank you for all the gifts, all the roses. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're doing horse stance now. No more talking. Horse stance. Count to 100 with me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. As an alternative, you can do this on the wall. Right? Just keep your back straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Okay. March. Release your legs. Okay. I don't know. I just thought of this because I see a lot of people. All right. We need to, this fist needs to be flat. Fist needs to be flat here. I see some people do this. Oh, it makes me want to vomit. It breaks my heart to see this fist. Okay, flat. And you can train that in different ways. There's also a wrist exercise. Somebody was asking about wrist exercises, and I'd like to make this thing. We're gonna do gombu in a second. If you'd like to get a head start, you can go ahead and do it. But there's this device that we use in the temple. It's just a stick with a hole drilled into it and a rope, and then a cinder block on the end. So you stay horse stance, and you twist it. Keep twisting until the cinder block comes all the way to the top. And then you go down. Oh my God, it's so difficult. Have you ever seen 36 Chamber of Shaolin where he has to ring the bell with that really long pole and his wrist is dying? It felt like that. So I would like to make one of these, like I'll do like some video on YouTube of me vlogging, like I'm going to Home Depot to build this thing. Anyway, you have to make it yourself, I think. It's probably not something you could buy online. Gongbu. 100 times. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Switch sides. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. 100 times. Sport. Yes. Strong. Sport. What is my sport? Shaolin Kung Fu. Have a good day. Thank you, Ironbound. You too. You practice Taekwondo. Awesome. Good for you. Yeah. Okay. Give you a second to finish here. We're doing stance training now. So if you come from Taekwondo, these might look pretty strange to you. These stances are supposed to be very low to train your legs. Probably the lowest stances, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're the lowest stances out of any martial art, save for Kalari Patu, the Indian martial art, which had an influence on Kung Fu. Thanks for following me, Magyar. Thanks. We're almost at 15K likes. Keep double tapping the screen, guys. Thank you. 57 people on here. Amazing. You seen Kung Fu Panda? Yeah, I've seen Kung Fu Panda. Okay, hopefully you finished. By now, let's do Hubel. Okay, and we're going to do this posture here. Hubel stretch. We don't want our foot coming up. Try to keep both feet flat on the floor. Okay, and count. When you've done that, you do the other side. So, boo-boo. You're in the fan club. Somebody wanted to see something with a sword. Okay, you want to see the sword? This is Tai Chi sword, so it's like not as fun. Oh my god, this kind of piece of shit. Oops, pardon my French. This is like budget. This is not a good one. It's not at all a good one. This is just like I practice with this sometimes. So main drill you can do to learn how to manipulate the Jin. I'm not that great with this weapon. This is like the one that I've probably trained the least out of the weapons that I have trained. So, but this is like reps. You do reps of this. So when you get this, the sword should almost be behind you. And then you bring it in front. I mean, it is behind you, but I mean straight up. I'm not a big sword person. I'm trying to learn better, but okay, if you've done your pubu stretches now, do sibu, right? Sibu. Cat stance. Try to sit low. So, oops. See, I can't even. It takes me a second. Okay. Okay. That's the sword. That's the gin. A little bit. Okay. So Sibu, you are silent warrior. I'm not great at the sword. Very grateful. Thank you. By the way, guys, I'm trying to keep these live streams free for everybody. I'm happy to share the martial art and share it with you guys. I know not everybody has money. Everything is expensive nowadays. But if you want to show your support for my teaching, buy me a coffee or something. I have a tip jar in the link, the description of this video on YouTube, and then I have it in my link in bio on TikTok. So if you want to support me directly instead of 50% going to TikTok, then press my name up here and go to the link in my bio, and you can send me a tip directly to support me in this work that I create, all my content. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate everything. Okay, so hopefully you did Sibu both sides. I know that one's challenging. So last one is Shiebu, right? Dragon stance here. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Switch. Right? You should be able to do it in the same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. Go to 50. What's up, guys? Tim Tam, thank you for following me. Can you control pain? Yeah, you can learn how to do that. 6, 7. Shaolin Wudang. This is Shaolin style. I am a Shaolin disciple. I used to live in the monastery. I was bald, wore robes every single day. But now I have a more civilian life. Try to use civilian instead of normal. Thank you for supporting me. I just saw a notification. Thank you guys so much. And I'm working on the courses so that you'll have lifetime access to a course, and it'll be affordable, and I'll break everything down and kind of go into more detail about things in those courses. So I'm finishing them up now. Been working really hard on them. So they should be done by Christmas. That's my goal. They will be done by Christmas. So that's another way you can support me, if you like. Okay. Next, let's do some Mabu, but then I want to do some iron body training. What time is it? 44. Awesome. Okay. Mabu. So remember, we learned this last time. I know there's probably a lot of new people here too. So I'll briefly, thank you for following me, Hector. High aquatic soul. What did you ask? Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted because course is about Shaolin Kung Fu and Qigong, breathwork. So if you look at my page, you can look at what I do. It's a lot of Kung Fu, a lot of martial arts, but not just kicking and punching. It's about a lot more than that. It's about self-discipline. It's about your mindset. It's about being a better person, being centered. So I also have a free ebook that you can download if you want to get started with this. If you want something to read, I made this ebook free for you. So you can go to the link in my bio, right? Tap my profile, go to the link in my bio, and you can download my free ebook. There's also a link to it in the YouTube description. Anyway, so Mabu, this is the first movement of the 18 Lohan movements. So learn the, we're going to start with the root, right? The root of your tree. You got to start with the root, foundation. So hands here, elbows back, right? Not like this. I see a lot of people do this. Hands are at right above your hip bones, the top of your hip bone. And then just practice sweeping like this. See how my foot makes a hook motion. Sweep. Sweep. Okay? So, usually we practice this linearly. And all the 18 movements are pretty much practiced linearly, as well as the forms, if you know about Shaolin. So, anyway, practice on one line, sweep, and put it down. Sweep, and then horse stance, right? That's what we're trying to build it into. So, sweep. And you don't even have to, if you want, you get to the end of the space, you don't have to stop and fidget and reset yourself. Just keep going. Just keep going from there. Sweep and horse stance. Sweep and horse stance. Okay? Try that a few times. Make sure you keep your back straight. Not like this. This is not correct. Right? Straight. Practice that. Repeat. What dance is this called? This is not a dance. It's Northern Shaolin style Kung Fu. Okay? Thank you guys for joining. Hola. Thanks for almost 20,000 likes, guys. Keep double tapping the screen. Help me out. Can you do judo and martial arts like taekwondo? I have not trained in those. I did a year of taekwondo when I was 7. But never trained judo. What I train is Northern Shaolin style Kung Fu. You're thinking of learning Shaolin. Amazing, Psychic Joker. Well, this is a great place to start. I make a lot of resources for beginners. So if you're not following me already, go ahead and give me a follow. And thank you, guys. So we're practicing the first movement of the 18 movements right now. So this is called Shikodachi. What is that? What is Shikodachi? I'm going to catch you next time when I have the correct clothes on. Yeah, of course, no problem. I do this class every Sunday, but it's also recorded on YouTube. So if you go to the link in my bio, check out my YouTube profile. I don't know why this is going further and further this way. Okay, so hopefully you've been practicing that a little bit. Take a deep breath. Now we integrate with the arms, right? So open your palms face up. I'm going to get closer so you can see this. I'm trying to be vertical and horizontal at the same time. Okay, so palms up, and then I make a fist, right? I have my shield, this is my shield in front, here, and out, okay? So one fluid motion looks like this. Sometimes we just do that drill. Breathing. Throat, go. What? I don't understand. Okay, so practice that a few times. If you feel comfortable now, integrating top and bottom here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Sleep. And out into horse stance. Okay? Good job. This thing. All right. Repeat it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I hope you're moderating people, Jim. What are my thoughts about diet, food-wise? It evolves with the more information I learned. Like, I'm pretty high on my protein, but I used to eat a lot of fruits and stuff, and then I learned from a Chinese medicine standpoint that I should be eating less fruits, and so I just think it evolves with time. I do try to eat whole foods though. I don't eat junk food really. I mean, maybe like occasionally if there's nothing around, like at a party or something. I'm not gonna be like Sith about it, I'm not gonna be a Sith Lord about it. But I do try to eat whole foods. I try to be as healthy as possible. I try not to drink anything other than like water, maybe some juices. I do drink juices, water, tea, bone broth. So anyway, I could talk a lot about this, but we're in the middle of a training session, so thank you. Do I know Wushu? Wushu is like a type of Kung Fu. It's very performative. It's very like external. Wushu is a lot younger than Kung Fu. So what I practice now is what I'm showing now and what we're practicing now is an ancient martial art. Wushu is like a baby in the terms of how old it is. Okay, so hopefully you've been practicing that. Excuse me. I want to show you the next movement. Hopefully you can learn it. I know, whoa, someone's showing something new. Okay, so this is the second movement of the 18 movements. It's called Gongbu, right? So Gongbu, tiger stance, or bow stance. Same as the exercise we're doing. The first 5 are all about the 5 basic stances, which we just trained, right? So you already know them. So it starts the same, right? Sweep and up. You go horse stance. Everything's the same so far, but now open your elbows. We go into bow stance. Why is this thing not following me? Sorry. Okay. Bow stance, and you open your arms and rotate. You really rotate. It's all about rotating your torso. Okay? This is the hand signal for it to follow me again. Okay. I think that worked. So, rotate, right? We do the other side. Sweep, come up, mabu, and see how I'm putting my knuckles together like this, and then out. But make sure we're not leaning too far forward, right? Stay upright. Okay? So let me show you from this angle. Okay? And all these movements have an application. So try to practice that. And you can do that guttural sound. Try to make their sound come from here. So usually we do that kind of sound, or wee, wee, wee. You will hear Shaolin disciples use this sound a lot. Wee, wee. Like, wee. All right. So practice that. Number 2. Number 2 movement. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? What's up, Eddie Bravo? Thanks for following me, Aquatic. Thank you for your questions. Wushu means the art of not fighting. I'm not sure exactly if that's true. Wu means martial. Shu means something else. I'm not exactly sure at this point. Sound come from the Dantian. Exactly, Jimmy. Good comment there. He knows. Sound comes from your Dantian. Right? It's a guttural sound. A lot of people, I was saying this earlier, maybe you missed it for sure. On TikTok, there's a lot of scroll through. There's a high scroll through rate. So I try to, sometimes I got to repeat myself. But what was I saying? No, a lot of beginners, they don't use their voice very much. And I get it. You're concentrating on trying to get the movement correct. So maybe you're not. And if you want to keep practicing the gongbu movement while I'm talking, maybe you can listen at the same time. But anyway, a lot of beginners, they don't use their voice. And I understand because they're focusing on trying to get the movement correct. They're like very concentrated, and so they forget to breathe, and they forget to expel their air, and they forget to use their sound. Their sound is a reflection of your spirit. The sound you make, your voice is a reflection of your spirit. So in Shaolin and martial arts, from day one, we need to learn how to coordinate the expulsion of air with voice, with sound, and movement at the same time. So that's why even when we do push-ups, we're counting, right? You will notice I count. Everything we do, we count. 1, 2, 3. Because it's about trying to form that neural connection, that neural pathway of I need to expel my air when I when I have a muscle contraction or when I use force in this specific way. So hopefully that makes sense. Oh, absolutely love your content. Such an inspiration. Thank you, Tears. On the road to 300,000 followers on TikTok. You studied with Master Franco in the early 2000s. Wow. That's my Shifu. He was a lot more mobile back then. God bless his soul. Amitofo. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but he's become a lot more sedentary. He likes to sit and talk philosophy, which is great. Everything I've learned is from him, but he doesn't really teach the movement as much anymore. He mostly sits. Access your chi, like Bruce style, fighting without fighting. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. We only have 3 minutes left. All right. We're going to go a little bit over then. So, iron body, right? So hopefully you did Mabu, you did Gongbu. You can take a drink now. Hi, Eddie. Thanks for joining. So we learned the first 2 movements of the 18 movements. So we're going to do a little iron body training right now, okay? And before everybody starts attacking me on TikTok, this is just part of the training, right? It's martial arts, so get over it. So take a horse stance if you're not too tired already. And usually you do this with a partner, or you can use a stick too. I'll show you with a stick also, but you just, this is all it is. You're training your skin, your soft tissues to withstand impact. In the front and the back. Ideally, you should be doing this to your whole body. And I know some people are going to say that it's like sadomasochistic. But there's a reason behind it. It's not just about pain. It's about training. It's martial arts, okay? So with a stick, you can do this too. So we're going to do one more set on our legs, and then I'm going to show you on our arms. So iron body training, I'm going to show you for the arms, palms. So you do this enough, then you might be able to break a stick on your leg, whatever body part you've trained in this way. And you start soft, right? You're not trying to hurt yourself. The more you do it, the more impact you can withstand. Okay? Good. So, you can rub it out. Like that. Now, for your arms. Arms are probably one of the most important things to train. And we do this on the tree, right? Wish I had a tree here. I could show you. So we try and iron arm with the tree. And you can train you can train more than just your arm on the tree, obviously. You can train everything on the tree. Throw yourself into the tree and you can train your back, your shoulders, whatever. Anyway, so main exercise, you hit, and you also do this with another person. So I just imagine somebody's there. So inside, right, the inside here, and then I turn it over and do the outside, and then come through the center line here, and then we meet in the middle here, and it's again like external, but it's up. So your arms are your shield. In most martial arts, especially ones that are heavy on upper body movements and less kicking, but either way, like your arms are your shield. So this is the most important thing to train with iron body, with withstanding impact. Someone just claimed my ebook. Wonderful. So, but you can do this on yourself also too. If you don't have a tree, right? I'm showing you by myself, so you can kind of just do it with your own arms. I used to make men cry doing this. Right? Front, back, and switch. Front, back, back. So let's do 20 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is iron body training. 5, 6, 37 new messages. Keep going. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? And rub your arms, right? Rub it out. Try to release the energy. If you watch my Badbanjin class live stream, we do the sweeps. Release the energy. Okay? Awesome. We're at the end of the class now. Last thing I just want to do is stretching again at the end. So try to stretch your splits. And try to stay in your split for 5 minutes. Okay, put a timer on. Just do it. The timer is very helpful. The timer holds you accountable. And I'm not going to do it with you right now because I'm going to try and engage with some of the audience here. But yeah. Timer is very helpful. You love the MC Hammer pants. Thank you. These are much older than MC Hammer, though. These are ancient style pants. You had a sword just like that. Never should have sold it. That one is a cheapo. That one is not nice at all. That one is just I use for practice. But how about I show you guys some demonstration? So the first form that you learn is called Wu Bu Chuan. This is the 5-step fist, right? So we learned of step 1, step 2. So Mabu, right? Gongbu. There's 18 of them, but the first 5 are the first 5 movements, the first stances. So we did the stance training as well. Some Shaolin girl destroyed your life? What do you mean? Do you think that's air you're breathing right now? I mean, air is a lot of other things, but yeah. Where did I learn Chinese Kung Fu? From a Shaolin monk who lives in Southern California. Okay, so first form that you learn is Wu Bu Chuan, and I will show you now Wu Bu Chuan. Same thing, other side. Okay. 我都不会，你都不会？可以，你可以，可以，可以。We'll work on your wrists. Nice. You can also, do your stretching drills and do like, whoa, crack anonymous. Lift your wrists up like here. Hopefully you had a good class. Oh, wait. Oh, we got to bow out. Oops. Always finish with bowing. Okay? Remember, keep training. Train your body, your mind. You can't do one without the other. And if you'd like to support me, the tip jar link is in the description of the video. And it's also in the link in bio on my TikTok page up at the top if you press my name. Thank you all for your support. We will be going live on Wednesday, Qigong class. Yeah. Thank you all so much. So 3 times bow. Beautiful. 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 Thumbs together. Right hand up. What day is today? Say happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Beautiful. Happy release. Beautiful. Happy fresh air. Beautiful. Simple breath. Okay. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to ask any more questions, I'll stay for a couple more minutes here. Shaolin Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for such an instructional, great live. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Thanks for your moderating. You still have your Shaolin robe. It's been a long time. Thank you for your lectures. You miss it. Kai Wen, 谢谢 Thanks for following. I speak Mandarin. 一点，我的中文不好。Can you catch a fly midair with chopsticks? That's movie stuff, but never tried it. How to work on defense. I just did a whole class to show you how to do it. Do you consider yourself a fighter or more of a preserver of tradition? Just curious. I would not consider myself a fighter. I started this journey because I wanted to transform my life. I was searching for meaning and purpose, and I was also wanting to learn it to use for action films. It was never about fighting the enemy within, so to speak, I guess. Today is Sunday. Yes, today is Sunday. How old am I? I'm 27. Do I like Jackie Chan? Yeah, of course. Legend. It's like the king of stunts. 11 people still on here. How's it going, guys? Are you sweating? Hopefully you're sweating. Are you still training with Abbott? I visit him sometimes. You thought I'd do Thursday, Tuesday lives. I gotta update that. Yeah, it has changed. It's Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Where can you get the pants? Peanut the Clown. You can get these pants on AliExpress. These are Shaolin training pants. Great answer. I appreciate the insight. Thank you. Something like alchemy. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was after. I made a video. There's a video on my YouTube about how I became a Shaolin nun. And I kind of go into some of the backstory. It was COVID times, and I had just gone through a really bad breakup with somebody that I thought I was going to marry. So he ended up being somebody I did not know at all, and he was quite abusive. And after that, I was really searching for purpose and meaning and healing. And I had a good friend who was a huge fan of Chinese martial arts, and I also already had the intention of learning some martial art for film as a stunt actor, or just an actor who can move well. And and then it led me there. I took a class at the temple. It just happened to be 20 minutes from my house, and the rest is history. I'm not crying. I'm just congested. Are you planning to travel to China anytime soon? I would like to travel to China soon. I've been planning on it for a long time. Just felt like I never had the right opportunity. But there should be like an influencer trip. I'm trying to work with some organizations, and there might be an influencer trip to China happening, all expense paid, which, if I can go for free, I'd like to do that. You saw the breakup content. You dodged a cannonball with that one. Yeah, I certainly did. He was bipolar, and he never told me that. He didn't tell me he was bipolar, and he completely freaked out on me. He pooped in my bathtub, just pooped. There's just poop in my house, and he stole my money. He peed all over my clothes, so that guy was psycho. Do Shaolin monks practice Western arts? They have a style of boxing called Sanda boxing. And there's a grappling part of Shaolin called Chinna. So it's not really Western, but it's like that. Did I report him? No, I didn't want anything to do with him. So I just removed him from my life. And his family was kind enough to pay me back for the losses. And that was good enough for me. What are your thoughts on the book Shaolin Workout by Sifu Xianming? I've never read it, Robert. I'm not sure. I don't know about it. Hey, I hope you're okay. Don't lose faith in your humanity. Thank you, Sora. I won't. That means a lot to me. All these messages mean so much to me. I just hit 50,000 followers on Instagram, which I'm really happy about. And then I am on the road to 300,000 here on TikTok. Are you in New York City? No, I'm not. I'm in Virginia right now, but I kind of go back and forth between here and Los Angeles. Let that stuff go. Exactly. You're planning to visit Abbott soon. It's been a long time. I haven't seen it. Are you still in Southern California? Shmi Sama, welcome. Okay. Yeah, I lived there at his school for 3 years, at his temple for 3 years. When is my next live lesson? I'm streaming on YouTube on Wednesday morning. And I will be streaming on TikTok on Saturday morning. Do you do body hardening? Yeah, I just actually showed a demonstration of that. I've been live for an hour and a half showing. We just did a whole class, so yeah. The best kung fu movie I've ever seen. I don't know. That's a hard one. I like Legend with Jet Li. I also like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Do you like Rolling Stones and Pink Floyd? Yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but yeah. I'm looking strong. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Sam. See you next time. Can this help you from a knife attack? Yeah, you could. Have you ever had to use this in self-defense? Luckily, no. I've never had to. But your mind is the first layer of self-defense. So I don't put myself in situations where I need to defend myself physically. Biceps check. Oh my gosh, why is it moving around? Okay. You can't really see in this shirt, but there. You always eat some hot and sour soup when it gets cold. That's good. I've been drinking a lot of bone broth. I started my day this morning with ginger tea and oatmeal. So I was talking about my diet earlier, and my Chinese medicine doctor told me to stop eating cold foods in the morning. And I almost always had like a smoothie in the morning, or I had fruit, yogurt, granola. I mean, I eat a lot of eggs too, but yeah, after I made this change, it's a lot different. What does my tattoo mean? It's Japanese. It says ikigai, which is the Japanese concept of living your life with purpose, finding your purpose. Okay, I think I need to end the live because I need to go get some more water. What does that do, eating cold food in the morning? I'm not a Chinese medicine doctor, so I don't have the full explanation. But basically, when you eat cold food, it's not great. It's like too much yin energy, I believe. If I'm saying that right, it's either yin or yang. I believe it's too much yin energy, and also the cold food can slow down your digestion. It's not great for your digestion, basically. And also, if you think about it from like an energetic standpoint, calorically, you have to burn more. You have to burn more energy. It takes more energy to make a cold food hot in your body. Basically, it can create congestion. It slows things down. So, and I think it has more yin. So, I mean, this is news to me. It's not news. I try to avoid cold drinks. Like, it bugs me that here in America, every time you go to a restaurant, they always give you ice water. So try not to drink ice water. Try not to drink ice anything. Sometimes it's okay, especially in the summer. If it's really hot, that's okay. But I really try to stay away from ice drinks. And Chinese people, they really, if they're more traditional, I'm not saying every single Chinese person, but hot water, always drinking hot water. Never drink ice water. This is like not good for you. Can create congestion. Do I use Dita Jiao? Sort of. I use Tiger Balm and I use flower oils. Do you have Facebook, my Shaolin? Facebook. Yeah, I have Facebook. Anyway, I gotta end the live because I need to get some water. So thank you guys for joining. Remember, if you want to show some appreciation for my time, for my teachings, for my trainings, there's a tip jar in the link in the description, but no pressure. I know everything's expensive nowadays. Not everybody has the money. But yeah, I don't do this for a living. I want to share Shaolin with everybody, and I want to make it accessible. So, but if you want to show your appreciation, buy me a coffee, a tea, something like that, I'd be very appreciative. Thank you guys so much. See you on Wednesday for Qigong. Amitabha. Amitabha, everyone. I am starting this a little bit early because I would like to do a different embodiment practice before we start our external training. So still about 20 minutes until scheduled to start this live stream, but maybe you'll get lucky enough to catch it. So you can follow me if you'd like. I'm going to start by lighting an incense and saying a prayer here. Hello, welcome everyone. So I lit some incense. No, okay. I guess this is a little too much space. Okay. How are you? How are you feeling? Happy Sunday. Okay, so we're just gonna start moving, rolling the shoulders back. Side to side. The wrists